I miss old video games. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean the basis of older generation video games, such as mid 2000s, basically up till I would say 2018. I saw a very popular rise in what I would like to call the gaming peak. Back in 1988, there was a gaming fallout. Basically, everyone blamed the E.T. Atari video game, but I beg to differ. After doing some of my research, I realized that most people were buying out video games back in 2003, all the way up until 2012, because of the Xbox 360 and the PS2. Those were the closest generational gaps of video game buyouts that people have ever seen because of how popular they were. And why is that, you may ask? Well, the gaming hemisphere itself, when developers were able to bite the bullet on things that most developers today just choose to not do at all. And what I mean by that is most game developers pick and choose what they want to release now. And it really shows in the platforms and the shit they are releasing today, because that's what it is. It's just slop. Look at Call of Duty, for instance. What have they done? Nothing. They've really done nothing in the past 10 years besides release measly microtransactions and a shitty campaign on top of a boring multiplayer. And I say this because most triple-A game companies have completely fallen out. And I feel that when I say to everyone that gaming is a dying breed. Here's, for instance, an old game. Now, if you thought that was dope, I don't blame you. That game was released in 2005, and though I was born in 2003, I can't really say I was playing it at 2 years old. Then again, I am an Xbox 360 child, so I grew up on the BO2s, grew up on the Modern Warfare, and the Gears of War. But what is my point here? My point here is that our concise brain power for slower and dumber down entertainment has really taken a whim on these companies. I mean, these companies really have no creative ingenuity anymore. And that's why I'm trying to say this now, because after buying a Steam Deck for about, having it 6 months now, I've done nothing but play older generational games that I never really grew up on in the mid-2000s. And the reason I really wanted to put this out is because I mean it when I say this truthfully. Older games are better. Always will be. Always have been. And we didn't really know how good we had it until then. Like I said, despite being an Xbox 360 kid, I do see the appreciation for PS2. And though I'm not looking through these games with rose-tinted glasses, I can still have a slight appreciation for what developers were actually coming up with back then. For instance, I've been playing through Manhunt, Midnight Club, and all those other classic action games, including one called Piano 3, which is a GameCube exclusive game, which is just a head-bopping game of an action role-playing with a female protagonist who has these crazy movesets. And that's what I wanted to talk about, is how nobody has creative ingenuity anymore. And I look at other games today, and nobody really has any slight concern for changing up the perspective. It's just battle royales and microtransactions. And I look at it in a sense of only people want to buy what they can't get for limited time. A little bit of a loot box idea, the microtransaction, a limited time skin has not only destroyed the hemisphere of future gaming for later on, but also the companies just wanting only money. Look at it with Nintendo. They released the Switch 2 a couple days ago, and my problem is majority of these bootlickers that just dick ride Nintendo no matter what the circumstance will just buy out the games no matter the price tag, and that is what is so infuriating. You got Call of Duty, you got Rockstar putting on these crazy overzealous price tags for games that shouldn't even be over $100, let alone worth that much. And that's why I stand with probably majority of Gen Z kids when I say that older generational games, aka our era, were probably the last good generation of video games that these kids are ever gonna see. And sure, we do have indie and AA games popping up here and there, putting out some good content for us to play, and I get that. But with these companies having almost millions, if not billions of dollars, being able to pump out nothing but bullshit and slop all along, I don't get it. Because back then, they knew what they were doing. They were creating what they wanted to make, and it seemed like they were having fun, and so were we. And I get it, not all companies are out there just to take money, just to feed off of us. But in this day and age, it feels more as though entertainment is just geared just so the company itself can fill their own pockets instead of actually giving the viewer slash entertainer what they actually got, slash Netflix, slash video games, slash anything, companies, clothing, whatever. It's just another measly excuse to get millions and billions of dollars from loot boxes, from gambling, microtransactions to subscriptions. That's where the annoyance comes in. Nintendo releasing their Switch console for almost $500 and having a $90 price tag on each game, it's almost like every company just does not care anymore. And I get it, it's not all companies. Capcom just released their new footage or trailer for Resident Evil Requiem, and if I know anything, I guarantee you it's going to be another banger. But in the long run, enjoy what you want to, play what you want to. I'm not saying that the whole hemisphere of gaming is going to just eventually die out, but it's more of just an opinionated idea, what I think the future is going to look like for gaming. Whether it's just going to be AI slop, or whether people are actually going to ante up and fix the problems that are today. But let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel. Do you agree? Do you disagree? This has been AR5. Let me know. Like and subscribe.